seen a sudden shift in the trend lately? A trend, as in 1 or 2 years back, it was all about DSA. DSA. I'm assuming you are from tech field, so it was from DSA. DSA. The data structures karna hai, questions we have to do. We are doing on code chef, etc., etc. And now, from last year, a sudden shift in trend has been seen, and people having more soft skills than the technical skills are getting the jobs. So, like, how did that change? Right? So we are going to talk about all of this. I'm good. Thank you, Samara. Hi. Hi, everyone. So, yeah, so like, where are the jobs? Why are people so jobless? Like a tech, like an IT person is going for a sales job, a salesperson is jobless. Where are the jobs? And people are saying like people are getting more technical. Companies are getting more technical. The interview processes has like have seen a sudden shift in the questionnaire, or a sudden shift in the conversations that they had used to have. But I believe this is so far the best trend to land a job. Like, even if you have very minimal of the technical skills and you can crack the mind of the person sitting in front of you, I think no interview is hard to crack. We are going to talk about this, and a surprise for you all, which is not in the curriculum, is today I'm going to share three. What happened to the screen? Okay, nothing. I am going to share three tried and tested tips for you all to land your dream job, maybe, or actually, of course, you will do it. So these three tips I have tried, I have used, and I will share you the proofs how I did it. Okay, so I think we are good to go. We are 137 people only for now. Okay, so any queries so far? Am I audible and visible clearly? Please let me know in the chats. Please let me know in the chats if I'm visible and audible clearly. Yes, yes, yes. Okay. Are we good to go? Please send a thumbs up in the chats. Okay. Mm-hmm. Okay, can I know what uh, age group are you, no, not age group, in which year are you? Like, are you guys about to, like, more of the people who are about to pass out this year, or more from the mid or the freshers? Can I know? So I'll, I'll speak according to that. Final year. Okay, someone is from CA. I'm sorry, I'm from technical background. So, but the tips are going to be the same. So don't worry. Third year, final year student, pre-final. Okay, mostly people I can see are about to get graduated this year. So this is going to be a very, very good, one-stop solution for you. And yeah, okay. Next year, you work as Android developer. Great. This person next year, but I work as an Android developer. As an Android developer, perfect. Because I think this was one of my tips, but I share it abhi. Ki try to get into corporate or any work as soon as possible. You can not master your technical skills as soon as you start working. That's it. If you think I will sit in a room, I will polish my skills, I will master my technical skills, it's not going to work unless you get into an organization, solve their problems. It's not going to work. Okay, so yeah. Okay, I think we are good to go. We're getting late, so let's get started. And I made some use of AI also. I'll present my screen. Basically, I created two presentations. I just gave the content to AI and they created two presentations. I like both of them. Some uska part, some uska part. So we're going to use both. Let me know if my screen is visible to you. Okay. Entire screen share. Screen visible? Is the screen visible? Visible, visible. Okay, okay. Okay, if you're going to get graduated, fine, you can start any day. It's never too late. Okay, visible. So this is the presentation I created. I think it's pretty fine. Can we start? So embark on your journey to a successful job placement by mastering resume building, job searching strategies, and aptitude test technique. Okay, what is aptitude? We'll talk about it in detail. What is jobs, like how many job search strategies I used personally to land a job. And yeah, we are going to talk about everything. You do not need to worry. And if you have any doubt, just drop a text here on the chats. I will be replying you shortly. Not too late to continue. It's never too late. Trust me. Okay. I think we are good to go with the presentation. Yeah, we're good to go. See how good of the presentation an AI created. The journey to your first job. Explore the essential steps to secure your first job. So these are the key points that we are going to cover. Somebody has an interview tomorrow. Okay, I'm going to cover that too. Okay, so these are the topics that I'm going to cover. Understanding the placement process, aptitude rounds, what is it? HR interviews, the importance of networking, stages of placement, technical interviews. Preparation is the key, obviously, which we all focus on, but we forget that technical skill is one of the processes of the interview. Technical skill testament is one of the processes, it is not the entire process. I have seen some really good techies get rejected just because they don't know how to speak well, okay, or how to dress well. So yeah, do not run behind just one aspect of the interview testament. Okay, let's get ahead. So technical interviews, preparation is the key, and feedback and learning how we do it. And as I said, I'm going to share some of my tips. I think I should share one of the tips in the very beginning to keep you all hooked and to let you know that I'm actually going to share some tips. So, okay, I'll share the first tip. You all have searched on ChatGPT like extreme things like how to become a millionaire in a day or in a night, like, right? But I guarantee none of you has ever searched on ChatGPT, find me nearby jobs in this area. Now you will think obviously ChatGPT is gonna give you the names of some top tier companies. No, it's not. You know, ChatGPT is like crazy extremist. The every small detail that you give it, it redefines its output and gives it to you. So yes, I use ChatGPT to land a job. This is not an AI prompt wala kuch bootcamp, but trust me, you can use ChatGPT or any AI model for landing your dream job. So what you do, I will show you the prompts if you want, but simple sa hai. Just like how you ask your doubts from ChatGPT, you okay. Should I speak louder? This is a very good tip. Okay, you should not miss this. Is the voice fine? Hello, yeah. Please share. Okay, I'll share the prompts. इतना कुछ खास नहीं है उसमें. It's very simple. Please let me know if the voice is not clear so that I can speak further. Clear. Okay. Thanks. So yeah, go to ChatGPT and say, for example, you live in Noida. Okay, what are you gonna do? You type on ChatGPT, I live here in Noida or I reside here in Noida. Please suggest me some jobs in Noida, Delhi NCR, or any nearby place that you're willing to work in. Now, obviously, ChatGPT is going to give you some very top tier company names like Zomato, Swiggy, this. But as I said, it is extremist. So you can redefine your prompt. Now you will ask it, please give me some company names, and it legit gives you the link of the website. Okay. So you have to tell it, please give me some companies that are actively recruiting, and they do not need to be top tier. Now you may still find some companies that are like, which is very hard to crack interviews of. no issues. You can still redefine your prompt and you can tell it, I want, as a fresher, you can share, don't share your personal details first of all in AI. Don't share the entire resume data. Share your skills and share it and ask it, these are my skills, give me the companies, trust me. ChatGPT gives you the exact link of those companies which you have never heard of. Like you have never heard of those companies and they pay you really, really well. Okay, this was one of the pro tips. Is that clear? I want you to use AI in a very good and helpful manner. What you do is you go to Indeed, you go to Naukri.com, you go to LinkedIn, which is very good. We will be talking about LinkedIn also. But what you miss out on is the trends in the market. If AI is trending, use it. Use it for your own benefit. Okay. Clear? Is the tip clear? Any doubt from this so that I can start the curriculum? Please give me a thumbs up. No doubts. Okay. Mm-hmm. Okay. Great, great. So this was one of the tips. I'm going to share two more by the end of the bootcamp. Which may I can share. So yeah, let's get started. What is the first slide about? The four gates to your dream job. Now this is very, very important, and most of the people miss out on this. You know why? I just mentioned it. Most of the people work on this level. What level is this? Level 3. Are you ready to click the are you ready to, oh, did I just click? Yeah. Are you even ready to clear the first step or the second step? How can you even move to the technical interview if you are not ready to clear the first two steps? So, what most of the people these days are doing, they are becoming techies. I'm talking about technical, whatever field you are in, it's the same. Like the interview process is same. So, what people do is they are working more on their skill sets. They are doing coding, projects finale, resume, this frame clear, all that stuff. But how are you going to land a job if you're not going to clear the very first step, which is the aptitude testing, right? And you must have seen the top tier companies which they do aptitude testing, like we talk about TCS, we talk about Google, they all have their aptitude tests on your system, which are very maintained. You cannot cheat in it, of course. What is aptitude test for? So, okay, I've also written it. I have my notes, don't worry. In the aptitude test, the only thing that people are looking for in you is the skill set. And I don't know if you've heard it, but a billionaire has said this before. I do not hire people who are very good in technical skills. I hire people who are very good at problem solving. And I think aptitude is the only step in the interview process which tells you how better off your problem solving skills are. So please try and enhance your aptitude skills and your IQ, how you think, how you solve problems. You need not be uh, very good in technical skills, but you need to be good in the basic problem solving skills. Like your mind should be sharp. And this, I think, this is the most powerful thing in the world. Please read books, read some self help books, and sharpen it. Please exercise daily. Your mind is the most sharpest thing, I believe. So yeah, aptitude is all about this. Nobody is going to look at your personality. Nobody is going to look at the way you speak. Nobody is going to look at the way your technical skills are. Everything. Only thing that matters is how you have sharpened your mind and how you have aced the problem solving skills. So this is all about aptitude and obviously resources. I can share some resources if you all want. I will share some resources to prepare for the aptitude tests that are very common. And yeah, keep preparing, keep giving those exams like aptitude exams and see what your level is. Okay. And I think, we dream big, which is very good. It is very good. Like I have to go into Google, I have to go into Microsoft. But trust me, there are companies who pay really well than them. And not about the payroll actually. It's about the learning. Okay, we'll talk about the startups and which companies you're looking for. That's one of the points we are going to cover after some time. like types of companies and which company you want to get in for different purposes. Okay, we will talk about it. Okay, I will share the resources. Okay, I'll share the resources for sure. Then the next level, if you cross the aptitude level, which is the very first thing, so please अपना दिमाग sharp कीजिए. Level 2 is group discussion. Now, what is group discussion? What does it test? Group discussion is nothing but a testament of team dynamics. Now, like, okay, I will talk. I said I will talk in technical terms because I'm from IT, but okay, let's generalize this. An introverted person who is very good in technical skills might not be able to talk in groups. And have you seen, look, okay, if you have not worked in corporate, what I'll tell you is there is a manager, there is an employee, and if I compare the technical skills, trust me, the employee will have more technical skills than the manager. But who is at a higher post? Obviously, the manager. And you can see it in his persona itself, the way he carries himself, the way he speaks, the way he leads. So, group discussion is all about the way you lead, or the way you have, polished your team dynamics, to be very precise. Like, from childhood you have seen it. If a person, there are some people who are, who are toppers of the class, but they are not good at speaking, so get they might lag while to be talk about opportunities that include group discussions or speech or declamations. So what happens is they have not developed those skills of, say it, communication, be it how to, you know what do we say, how to adjust in a team. There are people who don't know how to do it. So yeah, first was aptitude, which tests your your problem solving skills and your logical reasoning. And then there is group discussion, which tests your team dynamics and your communication skills. I hope I'm clear so far. Any doubts so far? Okay, you can drop the doubts here. I'll read it in after this technical interview part. Okay, then there is technical interview. You know it very well. DSA and codes, and one of the things that you miss out on is projects. Yes, projects are a very important part when you are sitting in a technical interview. Obviously, they are mentioned in a resume, but in a technical interview, if you have worked on um, a real time project, you know a lot about the technicalities. Basically, what happens is, let me tell you one thing. There are two people standing in front of you. One is a fresher, one is a person who has worked in corporate for 1 year. Who do you think company is going to prefer for the job role? Company is definitely going to prefer the person with 1 year of corporate experience. Now, what happens is you have not had any corporate experience. Is this your mistake? But yes, this is the new trend. As a fresher, people are asking you, what experience do you have? But what do they expect? How are you getting to get any experience as a fresher? There's so, like, irony in this. Like, as a fresher, they're asking you the experience, but it is the trend. We cannot do anything. But what we can do is, you can work on real time projects. Now, what this does is, even if you have not worked in corporate, a real time project building, a real time project testing and deployment, or any project, if you are from a different domain, will give you the same experience as of a corporate, except the politics. It's going to give you the same experience. Now, what happens with this is, even if the interviewer asks you, what experience do you have? You have to say, however, like, I do not have any experience so far because I'm a fresher. I am just graduated. However, I have worked on this project, which was curated. You can also say, like, we were in a team. This shows team dynamics. You were a team of 4 people. You created this project from, say, Smart India Hackathon or anything. So I worked on this project. This was my role. So people know that you might have that ability to adjust, incorporate. Okay, cool. Yeah, how can I practice soft skills? We are going to talk about soft skills a lot in this bootcamp. Don't worry about it. For now, we are talking about the four stages of interview process. I hope the three stages are clear. Aptitude, group discussion. Aptitude are for your problem solving skills and logical reasoning. Group discussion are to present your team dynamics, and in the group discussion, soft skill is the biggest part. Like it plays the biggest role. How you carry yourself, how you are dressed, how you're speaking, what confidence you behold, and yeah, everything, like everything you carry as a person externally, it's going to affect, including the IQ, or including the logical thinking, which was tested in the aptitude round itself. Is that clear so far? Yeah, group discussion tips we can share, I can share you. Okay, so basically it's one of the topics we will cover tomorrow, the HR rounds or how to talk to the HRs. But in like layman's term, if I explain, in group discussions, how you carry yourself matters, and confidence is the key. And the best thing about confidence is nobody knows if it's fake, so fake the confidence. Even, I'm not saying to be overconfident, oh, I have created this AI, this is working, many USA bhej diya. No, the confidence that you actually hold, that I have learned this, and even if you don't know anything, be accountable for it. Say it, I am still learning this, this is in my say pipeline, or in my to do tasks, and I'm still doing it. And yeah, I'll do it in a short time. Basically, the way you carry yourself is the part of group discussion. I will share it, I will explain this in detail for sure. Okay, the fourth and the final round is the HR interview, where the HR manager is going to, have a one-to-one with you about the payroll you are expecting, about any negotiations that you want to make, about the timings and stuff. So this, basically, if you clear first three levels, the fourth level is a cakewalk. There is nothing that can stop you from getting the job. Okay, clear so far? Any doubts? Are you finding this valuable? There are a lot of there's a lot of content on internet, you can search it, but are you finding this specific bootcamp valuable? Please let me know in the chat. We'll move on to the next slide. Okay, great, great. So types of companies, yeah, there are two types of companies if you want to go get into corporate. Oh yeah, slight change. Okay, let's get into the other PPT. That's why I chose two. Okay, this was created by Gamma AI. You can use this. Like, you just have to provide the prompt and the content. It's going to create a very good presentation for you. Okay. Um, let's see what it has created. The journey to your first job. Placements are a marathon, not a sprint. It takes a while. Yeah, it takes a while. Actually, it takes a lot. Do you think I got the job the very first time I applied for it? No, it takes determination. We'll talk about it also. Like, I have applied to 50 companies in one day. So yeah, you have to be determined. And trust me, I am a stubborn person, and I want you to be stubborn. If you want a job, set a target. I'm not going to use Instagram until I get a job. You'll get a job. Trust me. You have to be stubborn. Okay. So placements are a marathon, not a sprint. It takes a while. Definitely it takes patience, a lot of patience. Tests at every stage. Obviously, what I told you is you are preparing for a technical round, and you get rejected in the very first round, which is the aptitude round. How is it going to help, right? So please prepare yourself from all aspects. As I already mentioned, read self-help books, sharpen your mind, uh, practice speaking, how you speak to people. I have seen, actually, I have already shared this, I have seen managers who don't know anything about the thing they're doing, but they lead, and the only thing that they have is the persona that they carry. They have worked on it, they have put so much efforts on the person that they've become. Okay. What are the main topics to get the aptitude? Okay, I'll share that. Ma'am, can you define how technical interview different? Yeah, technical interview are, for example, you are going for a full stack development. So they will give you some questions. They will give you some data structure questions that you're preparing. They will give you some questions to solve. They will give you some apps to create. Ki 2 din mein please get submit this. And in the HR round, basically that's the final round where the HR will talk to you about everything, the payroll, the company guidelines, etc. So that's if you clear 3 rounds, fourth round is a cakewalk, as I mentioned earlier. What are the best skills that have a future? I am using AI to create PPT, maybe that is, but there are a lot of. I think psychology is also a good career. Some little out of topic, but it is. Okay, okay. I'll take more doubts. Let's get ahead. Um, I have already shared aptitude group discussion technical. Great. Yeah, this was the topic we were talking about, the type of companies. There are two type of companies basically if you want to get into corporate. The one is product based, the other is service based. So what is the difference? MNC startups, I think you are aware, MNCs are multinational companies which are set up in different nations. Startups are the companies that have just that are just established and they are in their growing phase. Okay, I will talk about this also. Let's talk about the first two parts of the company, is product based or the service based. If there is any company, it is one of the two. Either it is product based or it is a service based company. Okay, product based companies are the companies that have a product, as the name suggests. For example, I'll give you an example. Apple creates its own products. For example, Apple iPhone series हो गया, watches हो गया. It's their own products. Okay, they are selling their own products and they are building it. For example, you say Samsung. Samsung is a product-based company. It makes its own products, right? Then comes the service-based companies. Service-based companies means companies that do not directly sell their product, they give you services. For example, okay, I'll give you a very good example of to contrast, to have a contrasting difference between product-based and service-based. Product-based is like Domino's. They make their own pizzas, they sell it. It is a product-based company. They are making their own products, they are selling it. So what is the tagline of a product-based company? Create multiple and sell it multiple times, or create once and sell it multiple times. Create once, sell it multiple times. It is a product based company. What is a service based company? Now if someone if any company, say Swiggy, if in the future if it gets to that point, it is um, sending chefs over to your place. I think there is already a service based company which is doing this, like they send chefs at your place. You can ask them to prepare anything for you, they will come, they will prepare the food and they will leave. That is a service based company. Or you can say Uber, it provides you services but it is not giving you a direct product, right? Uber is not giving you the cars but it is giving you the cab facilities. Okay, so this is a product based company, and the difference between a product based company and service based company. Valuable, thank you. AWS, what AWS? Yes, Vanath, if I'm not pronouncing the name wrong. What AWS? AWS question mark. What? Okay. So yeah, where were we? Product based and service based, right? Yeah, I know AWS is Amazon Web Services, but what is your question? Please elaborate. So yeah, so I think this is a very good topic if you want to decide in which company you want to go. Okay, in a products based company, it is more often innovation focused. Why? I'll tell you why. Say for example, you join Apple. Okay, do they ask you to create an entire product from scratch? No, you are not going to create. Say, for example, you are hired as a full stack developer in Apple. Will they ask you to develop an entire website for Apple again? No, it has been curated, it has been built, it has been deployed years back. You just have to work on the innovation. Like you have to add some new features in it, you have to change the UI or etc. So product based companies are mostly innovation focused. So what happens here is, what are you going to learn, right? What are you going to learn in a product based company? The more like you work in a product based company, the more you are sharpening your leadership skills, because there is nothing much to learn in a product based company, because you're just okay, I'll tell you something. I talked to a person, working for a very renowned company, say Samsung, and I asked that person if it was doing good. So I'm not saying it's a bad company, it's one of the top tier companies, right? But he joined as a fresher, and the only thing that he told me was, if you want to learn something, do not go for such companies, such top tier companies. And the reason is, they are innovation focused. You are not going to learn anything. You are not going to, like, the entire day's task would be to fix a very small part of the API. Your role would be this minimal. If you want to learn something, I would suggest you, as a fresher, to join a startup. I know the workload is going to be crazy, but trust me, as a person, you will grow. But yes, for sure, if you want to get into more ownership and leadership stuff, like managerial positions, who you are targeting fast, like not technically, you are targeting your personality first. You have to go for, yeah, like you can opt for product based companies, because the more work there is about your personality, the way you speak, the way you connect with people. That's it. Am I clear? Yeah, I'll suggest some good books that inspire me. This will be one of the pro tips tomorrow, okay? Please remind me. I will share it in the end tomorrow. There is no scope for there is no scope for full stack as AI automating every website. Better to learn AI. Yeah, I agree with the second half of the statement, but I disagree with the first half, Bhuvin. The second half is better to learn AI. Great, please learn AI. Please upgrade with the trends. But you're saying there's no scope for full stack as AI automating. See, I think if I give chat companies are giving ChatGPT premium, if you don't know, to the full stack developers. They are saying use it, use it, use it. But there is a question that I want to ask you. If I give a ChatGPT premium to any person who has not learned anything about tech, he is going to ask for the code, right? ChatGPT is going to share the code. Definitely it does. It works really well. But are you going to understand anything that it's, say, for example, it's sharing with you? Like, you are not going to read the code, you're not going to understand anything about it. And say, for example, ChatGPT is creating amazing designs, right? Are not we, you know getting advanced with that? Like, if ChatGPT is creating a poster for you, are not you into thinking, yaar, इससे ज़्यादा अब क्या हो सकता है? What else can I do in this poster? And I think it's AI is somehow pushing us to be more and more advanced. I know it has very negative points also, but I think AI is not replacing jobs. In fact, it is getting better to uh, get jobs using AI. Actually, I'll share one thing. It was part of the pro tip, I think. Yeah, but I was supposed to share it during the resume building, but for a few minutes I'll share it. This is the ChatGPT prompt some people used to create their resumes using ChatGPT for free. Can you all read this prompt? I will read it aloud. You are an expert resume writer with over 20 years of experience. Based on this job description for a job title, role at this company, write a resume for my past, say, 2 years of experience within 3 to 5 bullet points. You are giving this prompt to ChatGPT. Please try, copy it, paste it. It is going to curate a resume for you, and the best part is that resume is going to be ATS friendly. I will tell you what ATS is, what ATS score is. For now, let's close this window. I will come back to this later when we talk about what ATS is. But yeah, coming back to your question, Bhuvan, AI is not replacing any jobs, okay? just get advanced with it. Just learn the more and more things to learn how to use it correctly. Okay. Okay, so product based companies, you can say they create a product and sell it multiple times. Service based companies, what do? They create multiple products for multiple uh, clients. For example, I think Cognizant it is, right? It creates different consulting services and services for different clients. So yeah, product based companies are, they create one thing and sell it multiple times. Service based companies create multiple things for multiple clients. And if you want to learn more, if you want to, you know, get better at the technicalities of anything, go to service based companies, create something from scratch, work on a bigger role. The role might be smaller, but your say in that project is a lot larger than in a product based company. So most of the MNCs are product based and most of the startups are service based. I hope I'm clear so far. And if you are a beginner and a fresher, please opt for a service based company. Okay? You will learn more, you will grow as a person a lot in 2 years. Mm, someone has asked, suggest some jobs that AI can't replace. AI can't replace any job. I know it's getting difficult for, like, it writes a poem for you, it writes a story for you in seconds, but we are the one who created it. Okay, so we are the one providing prompts, we are the one providing the designs, so we are the one asking ChatGPT to create this, so we are the one who are providing the prompts. I don't think it's going to replace it, it's just helping. But yeah, for sure, at a higher level it's quite dangerous, but for now I think you do not need to worry about it. Okay. I think good to go. Okay, great. So yeah, service-based companies, they have diverse projects because you create some things from scratch, you create it for your clients, and there is a rapid learning in service-based. Obviously, work pressure will be higher, but growth rapid, crazy growth. MNCs, there is a stability of job and the payroll. Obviously, MNCs में थोड़ा अच्छा रहता है, but trust me, startups are paying you really well if you are, वही वाली बात आ गई, if you have the soft skills, like if you can lead. Startups are paying you as much as you ask them. Trust me. ठीक है. In startup there is a fast growth and dynamic environment also. Startups में dynamic environment से हम क्या समझते हैं? Like what do we understand from the word dynamic environment in startups? Very easy. While working on a startup na, your role is not limited to one domain. You have to work a lot, you have to work on the growth part, you have to work in the affiliates part, you have to work basically on every aspect, thoda thoda. Now what this does is you get a good hold and a good idea of different domains. And I think if you want to explore yourself as a person or your interests, and especially in the initial years, best choice to go into a startup. Okay. What about startup company? Is it good or fresher or not? How to search job number? Yeah, search job openings. अभी मैंने बताया था pro tip थी ChatGPT. In your location wise, search for companies that are actively recruiting. Frame the prompt as per your wish. कि I want to work from home. I want remote jobs. Come, give me the companies that are very underrated, which are not known. It literally searches the web and give you the company names that you have not heard before, but they pay you good. Okay, so use AI very uh, smartly. Okay. I wanted to share the roadmap for full stack development. I would love to, but this bootcamp is not about it. So we will do some other bootcamp about this. Okay. Let's get ahead. What was the next topic again? Product based, service based, done. Think like an athlete. I have already explained this. First of all, वही वाली चीज है. If you're from science, I think you have heard this. Um, Survival of the fittest, right? This is the trend. If there are a lot of people applying for the same job, if you are going to a company, 10 more people are joining behind you, they are coming for the interviews, what makes you stand out? The technical skills? No. The way you you know, compete in all the 4 rounds. Okay, and trust me, companies do not reject you on the very first basis. Like, definitely resume plays a great role, but if you and 5 more people have given the aptitude test, and even if you score less, companies still give you the second round, because they want people who can lead, yeah, who know how to be smart and solve problems quickly. So yeah, even if you lack technical skills, trust me, there are high chances that you can get selected, and you can be put above a person who is more into technicalities. Okay, yeah. Okay, so I've already shared this. Now the same thing, resume versus CV. Oh, we are into this part. Quick, pretty quick. Let's see what the other PPT has to say. Okay, the same thing, resumes versus CV. Okay, have I found some facts about this to share? Mm, please ask me any questions if you have. Slide 11, we will share this later. Pro tips, one is done. ChatGPT wala pro tip is done. HR for culture fit, done, sorted. Okay, okay, great, good to go. Abhi tak I have explained everything. Ma'am, I have a doubt. Is online internship are a good choice? Definitely they are, but look for companies that pay you. And even if they don't, no worries. Work, learn, and move out as soon as possible. Look for better opportunities. Who is stopping you from applying to more companies even while you are working? Keep applying. Let me open the chats. Just a second. I'm not able to see your chats, guys. Just a second. Okay, here it is. I am. Oh, wait. I am specializing. Okay, cool. Can we add a professional photo on resume? No, you should not add your photos on resume. We will talk about the resume format. And I'm giving you, okay, surprise number two. I'm giving you a template for an ATS friendly resume. I'm specializing in which type of companies I should apply if I wanted to get into backend role in future. Great, great. Ricky, go for startups. That's all I have to say. Go for startups, and even if they pay you less, work 4 months or 5 months or 6 months for that matter if you're in college, and yeah, you're good to go. You will learn more in those 6 months than you learn in a product based company in 2 years. So yeah, growth is important as a fresher. Yeah, we will. Let's talk about resume and CV. What's the difference? Understanding the fundamental differences between a resume and a CV can significantly sorry understanding the fundamental differences between a resume and a CV can significantly impact your job application or academic pursuit. A resume is concise and tailored for specific job positions, while a CV comprehensively details your academic and professional journey. In layman's term, resume is precise. It has bullets, no paragraphs. The only tip that I want to give you about resumes is skip writing paragraphs. I am this is I do this, I love doing this, my hobbies are this. Please don't keep this thing in your resume. My first resume was crazy. I still laugh at it. I added my photo and then colorful red color margins. And then my hobbies are singing and dancing, and I like to travel a lot. That's not a good resume, okay? But we learn, we grow. So yeah, do not put your photos in your resumes. I will share a template. I will explain what to do and what not to do while curating a resume. But CVs are the ones that I talked about, Abhi, where you are detailed about your education, about your like skills, regardless of the technical skills that you have. Like, I am good at speaking, I can host events, these type of skills you have to add in your CV. So like, why do people ask for CVs if you have a resume? because a resume is more on a professional side, whereas a CV is more on a personal side where they get to know you as a person. Are you a good fit for the company? Are you a good cultural fit for the company? Okay, so CVs are for that, they are very detailed. On the other hand, resumes are very precise. You just have bullet points, you just have your skills, technicalities, your project links, your LinkedIn profile links, etc. Yeah, I will tell about ATS. Don't worry about that. Java full stack or merge stack, which is better? Full form of C. The full form of CV is, I think, cultural vitae, if I'm not wrong. You can check it. So it's basically to show how you are as a person. Okay. I am currently pursue Java full stack course. Which type of company I should apply? Whatever. If you're a fresher, go for startups. Please go for startups. English is too good. How do you? Thank you. Um, Reading and speaking and practice. Oh yeah, curriculum vitae. I'm sorry, not cultural. How to test a resume? ATS score free. Yeah, free. You can test your resume score, ATS score for free. Don't worry. Um, I think I've covered most of the doubts so far. Let me know if I skipped any. Okay, you can type it again. Yeah, resume versus CV. CV is detailed, resume is precise. We will talk about how to create it. Don't worry. Somebody is asking, is paid internship worthy? What else do you want? Unpaid. You want unpaid internships? Okay, paid internship, you mean you pay for the internship? No, don't go for that, please. That's not internship. They are, you know, making you work and you are paying them. Wow. Uh, okay, which should be the best choice between resume and CV? Resume are everywhere. Put resumes. You do not need to tell the other person about how you are as a person. But some companies, specifically ask you to add a CV in one of the columns while filling the forms. So you can definitely it comes in handy. So keep it created. Keep your resumes updated. Yeah, we'll talk about it. Let's not waste any time. How much do certifications matter in a CV? I can tell you mine. I have two certifications in my CV. I have not even added the certifications. I've just mentioned it. Trust me when I say this, how are you as a person matters a lot. Nobody is going to, only the companies that are far away who call you for interviews after, watching your resume might get affected, but two, three certificates are enough if your resume is curated well. Okay, don't just fill it or spam it with certificate, this and that. Okay, next. Building blocks of a winning resume. Very, very important point. एक resume में what should we have and what should we not have? Okay, I'll take the doubts after 5 minutes. Okay, you can keep dropping it here. Contact information, definitely in a resume, if the contact information is not provided or it's not clear, you are not going to get selected in that very round where your contact information is not clear. Like when I used to apply in companies, many recruiters used to view my LinkedIn profile, so that is very important to mention your LinkedIn profile. Keep a make a good portfolio website where you keep your projects. I can share you one website that is Doric, Dorik. In this website you can like very easily, I have mine. I think I cannot show you abhi. But yeah, it is my website. In Doric, you can create free portfolio website. There is no charges. It is deployed. Just deploy your projects on GitHub or whatever you have. Just create this website. Mention this link in your resume so that the recruiter clicks on the link the readability should be good, the website should be well curated. Okay, so I give you an option, free website, so you can use this. So I'm sharing so many good tips, please appreciate. Thanks. How much do certifications matter in a CV? ये तो हो गया. Is data analyst having job as a fresher? Yeah, data analysts are getting a job as freshers. Definitely, I have seen many. Okay, I think I've taken most of the doubts for now. Okay, placements. ये तो हो गया था. Fittest, survival of the fittest, types of. Oh, how did we come to this slide again? Resume versus CV. Do you guys want this PPT also? Yeah, building blocks of a winning resume. The first part was contact. If you have questions, please drop it. Contact information, please keep it, the LinkedIn profile, the email, the phone number, and the portfolio website link. The GitHub link also you can put in your resume. Basically, the more accessible you are to the recruiter, like they open the PDF, they open the resume, they click on the link, and they get to know about you. The more accessible you are on the resume, the more chances are there for you to get selected for the next round. So please be more accessible. Like you can literally, you have to actually, for an ATS friendly resume, put links to your projects. Mention a project, keep a link. Mention a project, keep a link. You have to be accessible to the recruiter. Okay, next, objective statement. Craft a clear objective that reflects your goal. It sets the tone of your resume. Definitely. Now, you know, what's happening, earlier I used to write very basic descriptions in my resume, which were very basic, like everyone writes it. I am an aspiring full stack developer, I want to do this, I like doing this part, my domain is this. That is very ordinary. What makes you stand out? Okay, even if you pass the ATS, what makes you stand? Because it is viewed by the HR, and then it is viewed by the technical person also, the person who is going to take your interview. So what makes you stand out from other candidates? So definitely the way you start the resume. I'm not saying just be like very overconfident, like I have created an AI, it does this. No, be subtle but stand out. Okay, so you can start it like, I am an aspiring full stack developer, and I created this project in 2024, in which, and numbers play a big role in resume. I will share it abhi after this. So I have helped 10 plus clients or 100 plus clients with this project. This, okay. So this is how you start. The description should be precise, but it should have a hook that the person wants to read the rest of the resume. Okay, I will share the template with you. Then we have work experience. Definitely. Now, as I told you, if you're a fresher, you do not have any work experience, what can you add in a resume? Uh, if you see it like in a bigger picture, you have a lot of experience. If you were into technicalities from the very first year, like you must have you must have participated in hackathons, you must have worked on some in-house projects in the college itself. We all do, like in every semester we have projects, right? You can add that. And just in case you do not have anything, I'm not supporting plagiarism in any way here, but I have seen people pretending to own deployed GitHub projects as their own, and yeah, and they own it with such a confidence, such a great confidence. They have understood the code from the roots, and they call it this as their own, right? So what I'm trying to say here is, even if you do not have any project, there are multiple projects online, and even if you don't want to copy another's project, as I said, ChatGPT, create a project, understand it from the roots. One thing is, you are learning a lot, Second thing is, you are trying to build that confidence, that how to pretend it to be yours, right? So even if you don't have a project, trust me, we have a lot to write in our resumes. There is nothing to worry about ki I don't have a project, what should I write? Okay, so that's one thing. Can we send resume while pursuing course? Yes, I did. I have sent a lot of resume, like you cannot even imagine. I have, like, in free time I used to apply. We never know what's going to happen, what can happen. Okay. um, I'm tired of speaking. Ma'am, your speaking speed too good. मुझे आगे का दिख नहीं रहा. The heart is coming between. Am I speaking too fast? I'm sorry. Am I speaking too fast, guys? No. Okay, great. Okay, normal. Thanks. Valuable so far. I have shared 2 3 tips, great tips. Okay, so please work on that. Okay, they meant I'm fluent. Great, thank you. I could not read the message that the heart was coming in between. I could not shift it. No, huh? I told you, na, DSA was a trend 2 years back. Last year, everything shifted. Like, people are on LinkedIn. Even if they move out of their house and give an interview, it is on LinkedIn. I gave an interview today. These are the key points that I learned. These are my takeaways. So people are on LinkedIn. They are sharing everything. What is this shift? Where is DSA? Because DSA, हर कोई कर रहा था. Everyone was doing DSA, and some person mentioned it here only. AI is taking over, so definitely AI can do the DSA wala part. What you need to do as a person is how innovative, how creative, and how quick of a problem solver you are. Yes. So yes, trends are shifting very, very quickly. You have to keep up. So yeah, coming back to your question, COC strategies, DSA is sure important for the technical round, but if you had, let's say, a very good impact in the first 2 rounds, I don't think it will matter if you lag a bit in the DSA. Okay? So prepare everything equally. Don't get into technical. Prepare, like, you have to, you know, develop yourself as a person. Focus on your personality more, and technical skills will follow. When your mind is clear and sharp, you can focus more. I'm not audible. I'm not audible. Just a second. The team says I'm not audible. Let me check. Okay, audible. ऑडिबल ठीक है. उनकी साइड से इशू था. नो इशू. ठीक है. ओके, वेयर वर वी. Yeah, DSA. So yes, DSA, please practice it. Keep working. We have 24 hours in a day, and when you divide it very smartly, I think it's enough. Okay, even if you don't practice DSA for 1 week, that's all right. Don't rush into things. Many people, I had this thing in me as a fresher, that I have to get a job as soon as possible. And I think this works. Your stubbornness plays a great role if you want to get a job. Why? Because the more you want to get into corporate, the more you want to learn fast. You move out fast. You're like, okay, I got a job. What next? Okay, okay, I've paused the video. That's why why this question mark? Great. Okay, can we move ahead? So good so far. Everything clear? Can we move ahead, everyone? Please give us a thumbs up. Hello, thumbs up. Please give us a thumbs up if we are good to go ahead. I paused the video. I think chats are paused also. Okay, okay, okay. Go ahead. Best websites to search job, create naukri.com and Indeed and LinkedIn and ChatGPT, as I told you. ChatGPT, though, you can literally search, like you can say, I want to apply in 50 jobs today only. Give me the jobs in from which I can get 20, at least 25 replies or revert backs. It literally searches the web for you. Trust me. Be smart. How to develop soft skills? Reading, watching good videos, playing smart, like uh, dividing your time well in yourself. Okay, don't waste time. If you're on social media, you are watching somebody else's life. Okay, that's very psychological. Okay, so be strong from here. Why is the video getting paused again and again? ADS training template I'll share and we'll talk about it also. Let's get ahead. Okay, ahead. Uh, what was the last thing that we, yeah, so I have just mentioned this education, very important. Please add your education, add it in the latest order, like the latest that you did, and then the uh, the senior secondary and then secondary. Basically the latest achievement in your academics should be on top. Okay, then next is skills section. Your skills section should be um, like very well curated. It should not happen like if you're applying for a MERN stack developer and you're mentioning I'm a Python developer. Nobody cares. If they want MERN stack developer, be there. Mention Python as an additional skill, but the first skills should be the one curated as per the job role that you're applying for. I hope I'm clear. Okay. Then achievements. Definitely, you should फिर back हो जाएगा. You should show some achievements in your resume, like university toppers if you are, or like I got first rank in this hackathon. Very well, very important. And yeah, like frame these lines in a very attractive way, like not I won the award for the best technical person in my college. No, what can you like you can give this statement a little shift of and jump words, and you can create this line something like was awarded, yeah, awarded as the best technical person in the college premises, yeah, in whatever group you are associated with. Okay, so your achievements play a major role because the person is not seeing you, they do not even see your photos while viewing your resume. So what do they um, perceive you as matters a lot. So basically in your resume your words have to speak for you. That person will have an imagination of you as a person, right, just by watching your resume. Okay, so it should be very good, creative and subtle. Okay, yeah, recent course on top. No, keep the education section different and courses on the certificate part. Keep the courses in the certifications part. It gives a clarity to the reader. Okay, आगे बढ़ते हैं. We have references. Very references, I think they kind of show you as a confident person. See, you cannot share your experience letter if you have any in the resumes directly, right? So what you can do is you can share the reference contacts so that the person kind of builds that trust in you that okay, this person is quite confident in sharing the reference contact number, and he is okay with the fact that I can call the person, the associated person, and ask him how he was. in the previous organization. So it kind of builds that trust in the interviewee, right? Interviewer, right? So I think very good option to add references in your resumes. Okay, let's get ahead and see what ATS is. Okay, ATS friendly resumes crack the board. So basically, most of the companies are these days have an ATS tracker, which is application. Uh, ATS, what is it? Application tracking system. Yeah, I forgot. Application tracking system basically tracks the resume on the basis of the keywords that you have for the job that you're applying for. For example, if you're applying for the role of say marketing manager, so it's going to read the keywords in your resume, it's going to give a score to your resume, and then on the basis of that set margin, if you have the, if your resume has a score of say 90, and if the company says only accept the resumes from 90 to 100 ATS score, it's going to select you only if your resume has an ATS score of 90 or above, right? So what we learn from this is there are a lot of ATS trackers to track your resumes, and I also provided you a prompt. I will give it again. I will share it in the resources also. So that ATS, that prompt in ChatGPT, if you provide, it's going to curate a very well ATS score wala resume for you. And this is how we work smartly. And ATS friendly resumes are important because they have the keywords, and the system can detect that this resume is well curated and this person is eligible for the post. Now, what happens is ATS is not like the system is not a person. Some people might have that humanly intellect, and they would think that okay, this person doesn't have any experience, but this person seems quite a good fit for the company. But what can we do? If the resumes are not even going to the person, they are getting rejected in the ATS system, how are we going to make it ahead, right? So it's better to curate a resume which is ATS friendly, which has a good score. Anything above 75 is called a good resume. So if your score is above 75, it will be called a good resume. And yeah, so you can test your ATS scores and you can ask AI to make it better, or you can make it better yourself by adding more keywords. So if you're applying for say Node.js developer, keep more and more of Node in that resume. Not using the Node word, but projects related to Node, how many years you've worked in Node for, and etc. Okay. Any questions so far? Which site can you use? There are a lot. Just write ATS checking resume. They will let you check it for free. And even if you cannot, I think many open AIs are there that can give you the ATS score, an estimated ATS score. Any questions so far? I have completed my studies in whatever year. मुझे दिख नहीं रहा बीच में there is a heart. Hmm. Can I get a job? Yes, you can get a job. Who said? Yeah, they will definitely ask you why any year gap. You can say anything. There are a lot of, this is what I was talking about, smartness. Quick, be quick to answer, be quick to think. So you can say, if somebody asks me what you did in 1 year, just say I wanted to shift my domain. I worked in this field for 1 year and I kind of did not like the way it was going for me. I wanted to shift my domain, so I wanted to have some time for myself and learn it. These are the topics that I learned, and this is the domain that I have mastered in with great confidence and definitely proofs. And yeah, you're good to go. That person will think that you consider yourself first before getting into corporate world. भीड़ के पीछे नहीं भाग रहे हो. You're working, so yeah, you can curate good answers. For jobs, the most asked thing is resume, not a CV. Okay, somebody got 85%, great, Abhi. Great, 85% on a resume is very good, but got rejected in resume shortlisting process. Which company you applied for? Every company has a different, say, limitations for ATS. Maybe they were not checking the keywords, maybe they were checking the experience level, maybe they were hiring for seniors. So the experience level in that specific part, your resume got rejected. Clear? Any more questions? Yeah, every site gives different ATS scores. That's why I said you do not need to just run behind ATS. Basically, now I when I was a fresher and I wanted to apply for a job, I used to sit for 2 days to make my resume. 2 days is a lot. People might think 2 days. Yeah, I used to sit for 2 days and I used to search a lot. Like, how can I make this better? This is my description. How can I make this 10x better? And this is the format. Like, you give 2 days into that resume building, and that resume lasts you a long time. And what do you think? How long? Uh, like for how long can you sit for applying for jobs? I literally, it took me one day, one full day to create my Naukri.com profile and curate it well. And my LinkedIn profile, it took me like 2 3 days to make it perfect. So yeah, if you invest time in things, they look presentable. That's the point. So you have to give time. I don't think ATS is just the hype. ATS hai, you can work on the resume. You are smart enough to see if this fits for the role, right? Just get a rough idea from the ATS scores. That's it. I think doubts clear so far. Let's get ahead. Which slide we are in? Okay, let's read this one first. Resumes reaching recruiters. 75% of resumes never reach human eyes. This is true. Only 25% are seen by recruiters. The reason is most of the resumes get rejected in the ATS round, the tracking system. So only 25% are seen by the recruiters. And then in that 25% also there are very like 1 or 2% people who get selected for the further rounds. So the competition is crazy. What makes you stand out? Your personality, your soft skills, your the way you have curated your resume. Like you have to speak with words also. Use of job relevant keywords. Keywords aligned with job descriptions. Generic keywords lead to rejection. Great point. So basically, what happens is, as a fresher, we want to put a lot of things in the resume. Like we put, I do Python, I do MERN stack, I do Mean, I do Angular also, and I have done DevOps, I have done AWS. What I have learned in the long run is be precise. Don't run behind things. That's great. And a lot of people have asked me in the interview also. I think that's one of the positive points also. Many people ask me in the interview also, like, you have a lot of things mentioned in your resume. You seem like you're a person who is not going to settle for one thing. How did I frame this answer? Again, quick responses. I said, as you know, I'm a fresher and I want to explore different fields. I want to see the end to end functionality of an application. And that's why I'm learning. I'm still not settled. I still want to explore different fields and I want to see which works great for me. Now, what this does is this gives an idea of trust and confidence to the person sitting in front of me. Like they knew that I am a jack of all trades, but that's great. As a fresher, you should be the jack of all trades. Explore every single domain that you can. Pro tip. I think चार तो हो ही गई, but no problem. Yes, IT fields you have to update your resumes with new skills. Every time you learn something new, add it there. बहुत ही सही चीज ध्रुव ने लिखी है. He said, I'm not confident to give interviews. Now there's a thing. Actually, this was one thing I wanted to share with you all also. I think ATS wala part is done, so that I can come to this question. Is ATS clear? Please let me know in the comments. Is ATS clear? Then I will go to Dhruv's doubt. Let me know in the comments. Keep asking questions. I'm tired of speaking, so I want to see what kind of questions you guys are getting. Mhm. Okay, ATS clear. Okay, doubts, incoming doubts. Keep dropping the doubts. Application tracking system. The full form of ATS is application tracking system. Mehek. Done? Doubts? Okay. ATS is clear, I think. Okay, I can move to the doubts. So Dhruv's doubt was like you all can relate, and this was something that I did not have. And that is a positive part. Nahi hona chahiye. You should not have this, the fear of getting rejected. So basically, what he meant is he said, I have 1 year of age, 1 year of gap in, like, I just did my graduation last year. Then I worked on the skills, but I'm still not confident that I can get into corporate. Now, I think 90% of freshers do not give interviews and setback. They have a setback. The reason is they do not want to sit in interviews. They think we are not ready, we are not ready. Do you think a MERN stack or a Python developer working for 6 years is proficient in Python? He knows everything in Python. Do you think that? No. What I'm trying to say is, as I mentioned earlier, I was stubborn. I wanted to get into corporate as soon as possible. Like I was like, I want a job, I want a job, I want a job. I did not fear rejection. Like, what if they reject me? Are they my relatives? No. Give interviews, get rejected. That, boosts your confidence. You get to know what kind of questions are being asked. And trust me, every other company is asking the same question because the people will ask the same questions. What I'm trying to say is, get to a job. Don't think I'm not ready. You are not going to get ready even after 5 years because you don't know how it works. When you get into corporate, you see real life problems. There is a very short example I'll give. If you are into technical background, what we learn is we learn what is a function, we learn what is an API, we learn what is a while loop, a for loop. But when you sit in the job interview, they ask you what happens. They ask you questions like, what will you do if a file is too large to be uploaded on cloud? Now tell me, does this align with any of the things you prepare in for the interview? No. Then how come you're going to understand that question? After working in corporate, after working on projects. When you have some real time projects, you have some real time problems, and this is what is being asked in the interviews. Okay, so don't run behind the basics, run behind the logics and the real time problems. Okay, don't shy away from giving interviews. Fail better every time. That's it. Pro tip number 5, I think. Any doubts? Any doubts? Guys, please keep asking questions. This should be an interactive session. Because if I keep speaking, you're not going to understand anything. PPT too I can share also. Clear so far? Please give me a thumbs up. Or we're lagging. Okay, questions incoming. No, you do not need lots of math and logic. I just explained this in 1.5 hours. It's okay to lag behind in logic unless you are confident. That's it. Great. I think we're good to go now. Hmm. Let's get ahead. I prepared two PPTs. I'll have to see other one also. I think this one is going better so far. Okay, your questions are coming so quick now. Yes, projects are important. People ask you if you do not have a corporate experience, they ask you what have you made in your college years. So yes. How can we search for an online internship? Many companies are giving it. Should I share another pro tip? Please let me know. Okay, you asked tips for finding internships. Okay. Uh, on Naukri.com or like why I found ChatGPT helpful is it gave me some websites which had like literally the direct emails for the HRs. Okay, so look for websites, talk to ChatGPT. It will give you some like really really good options wherein the HR emails and phone numbers are literally there in the website itself. Just call them, just reach out to them, and they will help you. But yeah, pro tip. Um, this was the pro tip. If you want to get internships, you can see in Naukri.com there are so many profiles and you cannot see recruiter details. So what I used to do was I used to see the company name. Okay, say for example, XYZ company is hiring. You open that, you go to XYZ company, you now know the name, you know it is hiring. Go to LinkedIn, search for that company, search for the related like associated personalities or employees or the recruiters of that company, reach out. Naukri.com was for only the fact that you know, okay, this company is hiring even if for a different role. If that company is for hiring for sales, no worries, just look for the person online. Basically this gives you an idea. I used to switch tabs. I used to literally switch tabs while applying for jobs. If you are uh, recruiting a sales manager, I will apply for freshers month stack developer. You never know, right? So yeah, this was a pro tip I used and tried and tested. I got a job using this tip only, this method only. Clear so far? As a beginner, I worked on many projects. Basically, it was on Python, but I'm a Monster developer, so it just shows that you have a good problem solving skills. And I wanted to, as I said, I wanted to get a job as soon as possible. So even when I was in college, I got a job. So yeah, corporate May, I worked on some projects. Please ask more questions. How many slides are left? Yeah, okay. I think the important part is coming now, the resume wala part. So let's get into that. We will take more doubts later. Okay. Can I trust Naukri? Fake calls. So what if you get fake calls? Like from an ocean, if some bucket full of calls are fake, no worries. Apply for jobs. Apply for 50 jobs. You are going to get at least three revert backs. So don't worry about that. You have to be stubborn, I think. That's all it takes. Let's get ahead. Resume maker. Oh, yeah, identify resume flaws. Definitely, you are not going to get a perfect resume in one go. You have to create a lot of drafts. So identify the flaws. It is, you can make people read it. You can ask them for the feedback, like, is it looking fine? They will give you suggestions. Enhance presentation, definitely the presentation should stand out and it should be presentable. Like, do not put the contact details in the bottom, keep it right below your name. I will share the template abhi. Highlight relevant experiences, definitely experience is important. And even if you don't have an experience, what did I mention? Project, real time projects, build one. Even if you don't have one, internet is filled with projects. Just learn and understand it from the roots. Okay. Incorporate action verbs. What are action verbs? A very important point, which most of the people miss out on. And I have learned this lately, that in a resume, for example, if you are, say, for example, it is a resume for teaching, okay? Rather than saying, I taught for 6 years in this school, you can say, mentored 60 or 600 plus students for this, and one of them got first rank in this field. मैं बहुत ही easy terms में समझा रही हूँ. Numbers play a major role in resumes. Show what you did. Show the numbers. Show the statistics of the work that you've done. So action verbs. What are action verbs? Did this, got this, awarded with this. Action. What is the action? What you do? So yes, incorporate some action verbs in the resume. Very important point. Please let me know if you have any doubts. Okay. Tailor for each application, yes. What One of the biggest mistakes that we do is we keep applying with the same resume to every application. Now, curating a new resume like again and again is also very hectic. So create 2 3 samples which are very good. Keep applying from them randomly to different based on different position. For example, you want to be a cloud engineer intern, curate a new resume for it, and a full stack developer another resume, and keep applying on that basis. Okay, so 3 resumes with good ATS score and keywords is good. What happened to my voice? Please keep asking the doubts, guys, if you have any. Do you want more pro tips? I just wanted to give 3 today. I already gave 4. Portfolio website, ChatGPT, using ChatGPT for job findings, and what were the pro tips? You can see I've shared a lot. I'll share it in the resources also. Yes, your resume should be dynamic. I'm not saying कि बार बार resume बनाते रहो. There are more important things than this. So make one good resume that stands out. That's like you feel like it's great. That works. How to gain development skills? So yeah, when you develop, you gain the skills. But if you are taking an already built project, the skills would come when you try to exactly replicate it in your system. Don't just copy the code. Copy one code, one file, understand the, let's say, the working. And somebody says AI is dangerous and eating the jobs. I think AI is very helpful if you use it smartly. Like, copy the topics. Even if you don't know anything as a fresher about coding, copy the file names, give it to AI, and ask it what file is the main file and what is the flow of the project. Everything is like in your favor right now. I think it has become one of the most easiest things to grab a job, I think. Please ask more questions if you have any. Yeah, so this is how you tailor a good resume. I think I will show you now it is the time I can show you a contrast between the resumes. Can I? Yeah, I can show you. So I had like two sample resumes here for you. Is that visible? Can you see? This resume has an ATS score of I think 95%. Now, what do you think is different from an ordinary resume? Can you see the resume? Okay, the video is quite lagging. Okay, it's behind by like 20-30 seconds. Okay, so I'll zoom in. What else? Yeah, I'll share the template. So, if you see, what one of the things that I first noticed is this guy has provided a link to access everything. As I mentioned earlier, the more accessible the data to the recruiter is, the more chances of you getting selected are there. Clear and straight. Any questions? So, like this guy has problem solving and certification, provide the link to it. The more, like, there is no need to provide so many certificates. That's all right if you have 3 or 4 minimum, it's all right. But provide a link to everything, every project, every certificate, upload it on Drive and provide the link here, because you want the recruiter to be at ease. Click and access, click and access. This resume has an ATS score of 95%. And what else did this person do? Let's read it from the very beginning. How is the link even accessible in PDF? It is, bro, it is accessible. The link is accessible in PDFs. You can try it by implementing a link. It works. Okay. So you provide my name, whatever the name you have, these icons. When you click on it, it has a link and you click on it, it will open. Then this person has provided the education first, and you can see this person has provided only one education. Like, what about the senior secondary, what about secondary? And if you have explored the internet and you have explored the websites like Google and Amazon, in every job requirement they have started writing education any, field any, experience any, doesn't matter, these are the skills we require. So they are straight away saying we do not need the person's educational background, we need the person's skills and technicality. So companies are moving out, you should too. That is why CVs have a detailed description. Give any detail that you want to give about yourself in the CVs. In resumes, just provide the latest education that you've done or you're pursuing. That's it. और zoom in बोल रहे हैं लोग, और कितना zoom in करूं? Clear? Any doubts? See, Saurabh, you can integrate the links in the resume makers only or in MS Words only. There is an option to add link. You can add it and then you can change the header of the link. Let me know if this doesn't work tomorrow. I will help you out. Good evening. दिख रहा है सबको? Visible है? Is this visible? Is the screen visible? Then this person mentioned the latest education, then the experience. The latest experience should be on top, and then in the same order, uh, the chronology should be from latest to the oldest. So the latest job that you did or the latest project that you did. As a fresher, your agenda is to replace your experience with your projects. Okay. Then software development engineer. Then if you see, this person is using statistics a lot, 98% handling, one 1 lakh plus users and help this person itna minutes mein I did this in 3 months time span. Numbers, play with numbers in your resume. This is one of the things where most of the people miss out. Okay, so play with numbers, use statistics as much as you can. With every line use statistics and facts. Okay, and I think proofreads बहुत जरूरी होते हैं. Proofreads are basically uploaded certificate links, which is this I just mentioned. This proofreads कहते हैं इनको, which the person can access anytime within a click. This is all you need to have a good resume. And then the skills, do not, you know, spam it with different skills. Be precise with the job application. You can add different skills also if you want, but the the primary skills should be the one based on the job role that you're applying. And there you go. This resume, the more the simpler the resume, the better it is. Okay, I hope it's clear, and I will share this template with you if you want. Any more questions, guys? Any more questions? I think for today one more topic is left, which is, I think, yeah, it is about cold messaging. Yeah, it is about cold messaging. Can we move ahead? Very important part is coming now. If you are a fresher, cold messaging and how to approach recruiters. The most important part of the boot camp, I guess. Resumes भी online मिल जाते हैं आजकल. The way you reach out to people is what you need to learn first. If you're looking for graphic designers, great approach मैं बताती हूँ. Go to 2-3 websites that, like, go to 2-3 companies that you want to work in. Let them not be top tier. Okay, let them be the companies that will quickly respond. Okay, go to their websites, get their code, and create something great. Create, like, make their website better in your local, and approach the recruiter. Hey, I found this issue in this website. I can help you out by doing this, and this is what I this is a small try that I did. Don't just curate the entire website. What if they don't reply? Just make a little change in the website. That is called proofreading, in some sense, that the person, the recruiter, will see, okay, this person has read our website very thoroughly, this person has worked on this feature and made it really good. And if you think, no, I cannot create it, first of all, वो तो first hand देता ही आपको. But if you cannot create, just in your message mention, hey, I can make your website better in 2 days timeline. Do you want me to try? And I'm looking for internships and all that. The first line had the hook itself, right? So the person is definitely going to reply. So yeah, if you're a graphic designer, this is how you can approach a recruiter. I think clear so far. DBA fresher, yes, you can. I have seen so many freshers in the same domain. Okay, I think we're good to go with this. The last thing that's left is cold messaging. I would like to explain this in detail tomorrow, but I will show you a short proofread, or I can show the proofread tomorrow. What Let me know what you want. You want to see the cold messaging uh, live here, or you want just the introduction of cold messaging today? Because tomorrow we have HR also, so we can merge these topics. Please let me know in the comments. Quick. Okay, you want live. Okay. Okay, so I bought some like four images. Actually, I have a lot. I cannot show everything, but I will tell you what cold messaging is, and it's a very, very, very interesting thing if you're a fresher. Um, Let me tell you it in short what cold messaging is. Basically, uh, what we are doing to get a job is we are sounding desperate. Please give me job de do, job de do. They are they are already flooded with such messages. Be it recruiters, be it employees, they are flooded with such messages. What makes you stand out again? आज के time पे the agenda is what makes you stand out. So I started cold messaging way back. Like I was smart enough in this thing कि I have to play with the person's mind. So if you are a fresher, this is the biggest pro tip I think. You have to um, picturize and work for the things that will help you in the long run. Please don't think that I will apply after 4 years, I will make LinkedIn connections after 4 years, or just sending a connection request would give you a job. What helps in the long run is look for at least 25 people, be it recruiters, be it people associated with some organization in the domain that you want to get in. For example, a DevOps engineer, for example, a software engineer, senior software engineer, or even juniors. And trust me, people are there to help you on LinkedIn. I will show you right here with proofs. Okay. And these are my chats only. So you can see tried and tested tips. So what you have to do is you have to look for yourself in the long run. जैसे investment करते हैं ना, ये भी एक तरह का investment है. You go to LinkedIn, you search for at least 25 people, you send them connection request, and then you do not ask them straight away for job. What you do is you connect with them personally. That is called cold messaging. Okay, personally connect karna is called cold messaging. Even cold emails are like this. They are not very professional. They are sort of to help you connect with people. Now, what I did as a fresher was when I was in the first or second year of my college, I sent LinkedIn connection requests to many people, but I just shortlisted three or four people. I want you to shortlist at least 25. That's my learning. Shortlist 25 people. Send them cold messages like, "Hey, okay, I will show you the live and I will share the details as we go." This is a message that I sent. Hi, the name. Hope you're having a great day. I would love to connect with you and learn more about your experience at this organization. I'm very excited about the possibility of interning with your esteemed organization and contributing my skills and knowledge to your team. Thank you in advance for your consideration, for considering my application. I look forward to hearing from you. ये तो हो गया बहुत ही basic सा cold messaging. Now that person might or might not reply. He did not reply to me. What happens next is you send a follow up. Now, the agenda is not to get a job, the agenda is to connect with that person. So, again, I personalized the message and I sent him that, okay, great. If you're not replying, that's fine. I want you to help me uh, in getting into this domain, and I want you to guide me. Now, that just think yourself, if somebody, a junior, is asking you for help, you're definitely there to help him, right? Or her, right? So again, I followed up. Hi, sir. I trust this message finds you well. My name is Geeta and I'm currently a college student majoring in computer science engineering. I recently came across your profile on LinkedIn and was intrigued by your extensive experience in the DevOps field. This gives him this is called playing with the psychology. This will give that person a connection, a personal connection, that okay, you are asking him for help, right? So up until now my focus has been on web development and I've been working on owning my skills in that area. However, I'm eager to broaden my horizons and explore the world of DevOps to better understand the collaboration between development and operations. Great. Cold messaging hai. The first message should be precise. This is one of the rules of cold messaging. Be keep it 20 to 25 words. That's it. Now, what do you think? Did I get a reply? I sure did get a reply. And you see what reply I got. I again followed up with another message. I do have knowledge of Linux and version control systems. What should be the roadmap now? I'm asking him from for help. I'm not asking for internships now. I'm asking for help. Why? Because I had a roadmap in my mind. If this person doesn't help me now, no worries. I'm going to ask him for a job 2 years down the line, 3 years down the line, or maybe 6 months down the line. We never know. So that person literally gave me his contact number and he said, I am there to help you out. Call me on this number. Can you expect this? You can. This is called cold messaging, the power of cold messaging. Rather than saying, hi, person, hi, people, hi, whatsoever, please give me a job. Mhm. You have to connect with that person. You have to ask them for help. So in my mind, it was like, okay, I'm going to reach out to this person after 6 months and I'm going to tell him that I worked as you said. So this person literally, I called him and he helped me out. He was so kind. He gave me a literal roadmap. What should I prepare? How should I start? And then he literally mentioned, after you do this, please let me know. I will help you get an internship. Yeah, this is all. This is called cold messaging, connecting with people. Okay. So that person said, call me, and I again followed up. Thank you, sir. I'll reach out to you shortly, possibly by tomorrow. And then anytime, and then thank you for your time and insight, sir. I'll surely work on the points you shared. I appreciate your guidance. And the next thing, you're not ready for it. It is LinkedIn 3, right? Yeah. After a few months, I reached out to that person again. As per your guidance, I have covered most of the things so far. Do I need to study the AWS part or I can skip it for now? What did I do here? I kept him in the loop that, sir, I am preparing as per your guidelines. It's been 2 months, I'm still preparing, so that person can build that trust. Now, you might find this very overwhelming. यार कितनों को reach out करें? Trust me, to stay connected with 25 people is not a big deal if you want a job. Just keep them in loop. Just one after 1 month, just tell them, I'm working on this, I'm facing some issues in this, but I'll surely do this. This is called smart working. Okay, I just mentioned it. Look, okay, I studied this. Do I need to study? He knew I'm considering him. I'm keeping him in the loop. So definitely, I'm expecting an internship in future. And if not, what's my loss? I'm talking to a senior. I'm asking for his guidelines. What's the loss? No loss. So yeah, one of the rules of LinkedIn: stop getting embarrassed. Okay, show as much as you can. Then he said yes. I said okay, sir. Thank you. Done. Then after I forgot to cover the date, but after again months, I think years, I don't know, maybe a year, I think it is. I reached out to him again. I said, I hope this message finds you well. I wanted to reach out to share an update since our discussions in January. As you might recall, I started practicing DevOps around that time, and I was fortunate enough to secure a position. I did an internship in that tenure. What I did expect नहीं किया था, only karam no fal. I just did not expect anything from him. I just wanted to reach out to him when I wanted to switch the internship. I did not stop. Is he person's internship linear? So I did not wait for this person to respond. So yeah, very important part. I told him that I was interning, and due to some reasons, I want to switch. And that's when that person replied, and I was selected for interview. This is it. If there are any job openings at your organization or if you could provide any recommendations, I would greatly appreciate. And he sent a thumbs up and I called him and interview schedule hua. Unfortunately, I could not join it because it was work from office from a different location, Bangalore. I was not ready to relocate. But what I wanted to share here is this is what cold messaging is. This is what the power of cold messaging is. Okay, I think so far it's clear. Any doubts for today? We are done here. Cold messaging, very important. This is how you do it. Keep people in the loop. If you're a fresher, start connecting today. Start talking to them today only. Okay. Please let me know how did you like the boot camp? Was it valuable? We have to wind up quick. The video is lagging a bit, so yeah. Thank you, Dhruv. Thank you. Thank you. So yeah, tomorrow we are going to share some really good tips again, like how to start. Like many people back out just because they don't know how to start or initiate their placement journey. But I think it's fun. It's really fun, and you learn a lot in the process. Trust me, I was a person who was feared of rejection. Also, I was very stubborn. I want to get a job. But I psychologically I was very stubborn, like very overwhelmed person if I got rejections. Like, why did they reject me? I put so much efforts in myself and I put so much efforts in gaining that skills. But trust me, you learn a lot. You learn a lot from rejections. Fail again and fail better is should be your mantra as a fresher. Nobody is your relative, right? Thank you, Tian Anzal, if I'm pronouncing it right. Okay, it's helpful. I think we are winding up for today. Thank you so much for joining. Thank you so much for being so active on the chats. Tomorrow, be more active. I am tired of speaking. You should not be tired of typing at least. Resume template, I'll share this in the resources link and the team will share it with you. I'll share everything. Let me know what all you want. The resume template, the tips, the PPTs. What else do you want? Some websites, like for portfolio, I'll share some websites. I'll share some websites for free resume generations, for ATS tracking. I'll share that all, okay, in the resources link. Join tomorrow. We have much better we are going to have a much better session tomorrow also. It's going to be great. Like, it will develop you as a person. Great. Okay, bye for now. Thanks for joining. It was great talking to you guys. It was great sharing my experiences. See you tomorrow. Okay, bye. Bye bye. Good night.